and let us all do we can to build a better future.
Jimmy, we're going to be wrapping up here, but I think for our viewers and subscribers, I think what a lot of them want to ask you is, what do we do going forward now? There's been a call for a general strike. There's also been talk for doing more attempts for force the vote. How can we continue to organize and continue to push back to fight for that better future so that, again, people are no longer stuck in this neoliberal nightmare? What needs to happen next?
So I think what needs to happen next, we need to get direct action. We need to have strikes. We need to get people, organized and interested. But I don't think that's going to happen until people realize that both political parties have abandoned them. And that's why I'm telling people that it would be better off if the Justice Democrats were not inside the Democratic Party and were not elected, because it gives people the false hope that there is somebody inside one of the political parties that are fighting for you. And so they can until they realize that is not happening, that any vote for a Democrat is a vote for the establishment, because the squad has been going along with Nancy Pelosi's wishes 100%, and they will not challenge her, right? So if you vote for the squad and they go along with Nancy Pelosi, who controls Nancy Pelosi? Goldman Sachs, Raytheon, Eli Lilly, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Exxon. So if you vote for them inside the Democratic Party, that's what you're voting for. So we've done stories like this on my show. The last 30 years, guess who's won every election? Goldman Sachs. So voting for someone inside the two corporate parties is a vote for Goldman Sachs, is a vote for the military-industrial complex, big pharma, health insurance, and fossil fuels. There's just no getting around that anymore. You can't. They all vote for the defense authorization. They all vote for the budgets. They don't challenge power. So until people realize that both political parties are never going to fight for you or do anything for you, no change can happen. And so that's what I'm trying to tell people. Stop voting for Democrats and Republicans and stop donating to Democrats and Republicans, and then we can take the next step. People have to wake up to that. It's a dead end inside the Democratic Party. As Shama Sawant, who's a socialist elected to the Seattle City Council, told me that if you're a progressive, the road for progressives inside the Democratic Party leads to a graveyard. And she said that 5 years ago on my show, and that was prophetic. That is exactly right. If you're a Democrat, if you're a progressive, the road for you into the Democratic Party leads right to a graveyard. And you're seeing what's happening inside the Democratic Party. So we need to get people to realize that there is no hope inside the two corporate parties, and they are not fighting for you. And until that happens, if people still keep putting their energy into the Democratic Party, we won't have change. So I was urging people before the election of Hillary Clinton and Trump, I was saying, if a pollster calls you and asks you who you're voting for, tell them you're voting third party. And the reason why was because if the Green Party was polling at 10% and Hillary Clinton was polling at 40%, she needed that 10% to win the election. Do you see what I'm saying? But if everybody was so scared of Trump and they're like, I'd like to vote Green, but I can't this time because of Trump, well, that's exactly what they want. So we got Trump anyway. All the Bernie voters who got cheated by the DNC and Hillary Clinton got cheated, fraud committed against. If they would have made the DNC pay a price for that by withholding their vote from Hillary Clinton, we would have still got Donald Trump as president. But Hillary Clinton would have lost by 15%, and they couldn't do that shit again. But instead, everybody in Bernie said, vote for Hillary Clinton. We still got Donald Trump, and now we got Joe Biden, which is a worse candidate, which is a worse president than Hillary Clinton would have been. So we went backwards. So do you see what I'm talking about? So if everybody would now stop voting Democrat and the Democrats lost an election by 15 points, that's how we take control. And so because the People's Party is being based on populist ideas left and right, so now they're ideas that even right-wingers agree with, like ending the wars, minimum wage, single-payer health care, student debt relief, drug war, all that stuff they agree with. So now if you want, I'll vote for you if you're for those progressive ideas. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican or a Green or a socialist. If you're for the things I'm for, I'll vote for you. Right? So now we have leverage. So that's how you have leverage. When the People's Party or a third party starts polling at 15%, you can get into the debates. You move the whole conversation left. You shift the whole body politic to the left if you start polling at 15%. And just imagine if Hillary Clinton would have lost by 15%, the different Democratic Party we'd have today. And so that's what I'm urging people to do, and that's how we get out of this.
Agree. We need to do a general strike, force the vote. Third parties are the way. We need to truly have a real direct democracy. So, final note for this question. First, we want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day while you're here in Chicago to be with us. But for those who don't know, for our viewers and subscribers who don't know where to find you, where can they go online to find you on social media and also see where they can watch you live on the show? And will you be coming back to Chicago anytime soon?
JimmyDoreComedy.com is my website. You can sign up for the membership program. You get all the extra videos, all that stuff. All our live dates are there. And I don't know what's happening with COVID, so we've kind of pulled back on booking stuff for the fall and the winter, and we want to see what's happening with how people are handling the masks mandates and the vaccine passes and all that stuff. So we're just going to wait and see how it works. But JimmyDoreComedy.com, so everybody can follow me there.
Great note to end it on. My name is Kit Gabel, the host of Heartlands Media. We're here with Chicago's very own Jimmy Dore. And if you want to choose to be violent on social media, be careful how you use your adverbs, pronouns, nouns, adjectives, verbs, all that good stuff. Peace and take care.